Feed the children, feed the children. I would normally say several months ago that we need to aggressively engage our youth. We still do. But I'm careful with that right now because they are coming together, y'all. They are coming together. But it's going to take the elders to show love. We're too angry in our community a lot of times. I combat that all the time. I'm also a head coach of youth football over in Union City for the past 5 years, where they laid down Ariston Waiters and shot him twice in the back. Fought hard with that case. But let me just, if I can, sister, take the proper time to talk about Kendrick, because Mrs. Johnson literally drove from Valdosta just to come here. And Valdosta ain't no hop, skip, and jump away from Atlanta, right? All right. Please join Mrs. Johnson, Mr. Johnson, the family of Kendrick Johnson down in Valdosta, Georgia, January 10th, 2015. It will be 2 years that he was gone. Let me put it in proper perspective. 2 years ago, he walked into school with a book bag. He was wheeled out in a body bag, found inside the core of a mat, like the sister just said. They did, the sheriff down there, Sheriff Prime, before the autopsy was complete, said that Kendrick died of accidental, right? The autopsy, when it was completed, said positional asphyxiation, said he crawled into that mat to retrieve a shoe, got stuck and died. Family didn't go for that. They continued to fight, tried to get their loved ones' remains exhumed, which took an act of Congress, and it was obvious why they tried to prevent that. When Mrs. Johnson exhumed her child's remains and had a second autopsy, the second autopsy contradicted the first. It said he died of blunt force trauma. Well, we already knew that, right, Mrs. J? But it wasn't just that. As the sister just said, Kendrick was missing every organ in his body. And see, I love Mr. J. I talked to Mrs. Johnson. You see, I already gave her a nickname. So I don't mind being graphic in front of her with the story, because you need to hear this. You need to hear what happened to her child. He was missing every major organ, brain, lungs, heart, everything gone. He was also missing his tongue and his windpipe. In those areas, he was stuffed with newspaper and magazine articles. Now, some people would say it's normal practice, Pastor Rice, to remove the organs. And yeah, we understand that. They remove the organs, do the autopsy, and they place them in a bag, and normally they put them back inside of the body. So we're wondering what happened to Kendrick's organs. Not just his organs, all 10 of Kendrick's fingernails were cut down beyond bruising. Not just that, the clothes that her son was wearing that day have never been found. Right? But right here in the AJC, right here in Atlanta, in the Atlanta Journal and Constitution, on the front page about 3 weeks ago, there was an article that was printed, and it stated that target letters have been mailed to a local FBI agent and his 2 sons, notifying them that they are the target of the federal grand jury investigation. Now, our people, we should know about grand juries. They don't work out in our favor. So if you want to hear more about what this family is going through, we ask you that you join us in Valdosta. The address is 1151 River Street, Valdosta, Georgia, 31601. We want you there at about noon. Take down this number because in case you need more information. But remember, January 10th, stand with this family. Listen, I've been on the battlefield for Mike Brown, Eric Gardner, Tamir Rice. The list goes on and on. All of them deserve us to stand with them, correct? Well, right here in your own state, they don't even know who killed their son yet, and I already named you all the inconsistencies and problems with the investigation. We're running around because other people have sensationalized things, right? And it also is the need to fight. But before you jump on them buses and head to New York or Cleveland, which you should do, please don't mistake me in that. We're talking about unity. I'm just saying what Mrs. Johnson would say to you, or Mr. Johnson would say to you. Right here in Georgia, you got a case that will go down, and I promise you this is the largest corruption case in the history of this state. Nothing comes close to it, maybe the child murders. And I'm a baby of this city. You've got Lowndes County High School, Lowndes County Superintendent's Office, Lowndes County Sheriff's Department, GBI lab, because that's where the first medical, that's where the medical examiner is. They did the first autopsy. And then I told you about the target letters to the FBI, and we ain't even got to who killed a child yet. January 10th, 678-590-2670. Again, that's 678-590-2670. Come, tell a family member, tell a friend, tell an enemy. Come join this family down in Valdosta.